everybody, Fantasticairy here, back with another video. I'm sorry it's been a couple weeks since I made a video. It's taken me a little bit of time to complete the sketchbook page, as the winter months are very busy for me. So I just want to say thank you for being so patient. In this week's video, I'm going to be painting some tiny treasures of the forest that I've been finding in the snow. I'm getting a little tired of looking at snow, even though it can be beautiful. But I thought painting these tiny little treasures and textures would be interesting and a little bit different, and it kind of makes me excited for spring. I'm going to be painting this really cool leaf I found that had some holes in it, and the colors and the textures were super interesting to me. I kind of start off by almost sketching in the overall shape of the leaf. I do this very often if you're familiar with my videos, using my paintbrush as pencil. I do come from a drawing background, so I find this kind of strategy helps me out in getting the shape of what my subject is that I am painting. After I fill in that shape, I'm going to take a darker brown, go around the edges of all these holes, just to create that more of a decay look of this leaf. I had to be very gentle with my subjects because they were kind of crumbling, so I couldn't hold the leaf too hard, so I just really had to stare at it, examine the details, to see how I was going to reflect that into my painting. I'm kind of sticking with the palette of the reference. I do deviate from this a little bit further on. I just wanted to capture the browns underneath first. I also line in some of the veins of the leaf with my 01 round brush, as well as adding in some darker textures and contrasts, trusting the process. The next little thing I'll be painting is going to be that part of the pine tree. I start off with the stem, or almost like the stick of the pine, where all the little needles are going to be coming out of, with a very light brown, and kind of adding in these little notches on the side. And then using a sap green, I'm gonna kind of build this little pine cone by having all these spines or needles come off the branch, going light, and then I'm gonna be going in with a dark with my 0.5 round brush. Kind of just sketching in some lines as well over top, making sure that it's not a super smooth texture. I'm going to go back to the branch, add in some more saturated brown color, just on the edge where the pine needles come out, kind of just dotting in those little details as well. And then I'm using a dry brush technique here as I line in and sketch in some texture over top of these pine needles. If you look really closely at them, they have all these little lines that go in towards the branch. Moving on to these kind of seedlings of this other little branch of a tree. They were almost purple and red in color, so I started off with a more purple reddish mix, and as I build those shapes, I'm just going to use this dot technique to really keep building the shape and the texture as it kind of feels and looks to me. Taking a more darker reddish purple, lots in saturation, and just dotting in around. These colors are very satisfying to me and very vibrant, so it helps bring out the page a little bit more. From this point on, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the final reveal with some music, and I'll see you at the end for the end result. I'm pretty satisfied with how this page turned out. It was a lot of trusting the process and being confident in my brush strokes. I actually did end up redoing a couple of the paintings, as you can see where I kind of covered up my old painting with a new little patch of watercolor paper, which I think is kind of funny when I look at it now, but it did help lighten up the page a little bit more. So I'm pretty satisfied with my decision in the end. I added a bunch of branches and leaves around the border of the sketchbook page to make things a little bit more interesting. I believe my favorites are definitely the leaves, and I still tend to fill a page full of textured leafy paintings as well. I found these really cool branches on the ground with a little bit of lichen and moss on them. The textures were super interesting. So I'm also excited focusing on the close-up textures of these branches. Now that we've made it to March, I'm pretty excited for spring. It is on its way. I live more in the northern hemisphere of the world, so our winters are quite long with lots of snow. So spring always feels like it takes its sweet time, but once it gets here, it sure is worth it. So I'm excited to start painting more spring-themed things, cherry blossoms and such. Definitely stay tuned for that. I just want to say thank you so much, everybody, for all those who comment down below. It really makes me happy, and I'm so grateful to even have an audience that enjoys my work. When I first started this YouTube channel, I wasn't sure I would get across to people, but I guess stuff that I paint I do enjoy, and I guess that shows through to my audience. So thank you guys, I really appreciate it. You can find me on the social medias and the links in the descriptions below, and I have an imprint shop where I, every now and then, will post an illustration with a skeleton themed with organic nature, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Videos are Fridays, and I'm going to be excited once the season ends where I work so that I can put more time so I can get out more videos for Fridays, so stay tuned for that. So I will see you guys either next Friday or the following Friday. I'm hoping for next Friday. And I hope everyone is staying warm or cozy wherever they are in the world. Thank you again for everything. Bye-bye.
I thought that I would feel brand new, but trouble's on the way. I know that there's a solitary life that's filled with peace, but sometimes a man just needs a wife.